Got one back there?
Yeah, I got one.
There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, all right. Got a double on this morning. Nate got one in the back. So what is happening, people? Hey guys, we are back at the Eno River, and we are white bass fishing again today. We was here about last Friday. Anyway, we came back today. We're gonna do some white bass fishing. Boom, pretty little white bass, about 12 inches long. And hey guys, stay with us. I hope you enjoy the video.
That's a nice one. Yes, sir.
Boom! That's a nice one right there, y'all. Woo, doggy boy. Wildlife Adventures, that's how we roll. Got him? Boom, Nate's on the board back there with one. Good one?
It's about like the other one.
Need some fighting rascals in.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's almost pushing 14 inches in.
He might be.
I didn't bring my big board. I wish I had brought my big board. You could have measured them. I could have got a, general consensus
Right.
of, the size.
She been laying, I guess. See a little bit of yellow?
Oh yeah, maybe. A lot of times, right, when they start spawning, they'll be cut all to pieces.
Well, that first one, the tail was tore all to pieces.
Okay, well they probably spawn. So we stopped at the first place here, and again, we're fishing the flats, so we're trying to pick areas where deep water is adjacent to flats, and just kind of casting shallow. And I done switched to the paddle tail bait. This bait was pretty good the other day. Caught a lot of fish on the paddle tail bait. Inline spinner puts out a lot of vibration. The water actually looks a little more dingy than it did last week. Don't know if that'll make a difference or not. Some people use a Roadrunner head. I've seen people using those down here. I hadn't really tried those, but I can see where those would be good. I got these heads from Bobcat. Somebody made them for him. He's selling them. And, they say an eighth, probably more like 3/16. Look at that. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, he's laying in there.
Nice.
I thought I saw some fish laying up there on that flat. Could be quite a few fish up there on that flat. All right. Boom. Pretty little white bass. That's a paddle tail bait. That is paddle tail bait by Lake Country Baits. That is a 16th ounce head, and that is the Virginia shad color there. And that's a good color. Looks just like a shad. We'll get him back in the water. And he's just laying out here on this shallow flat. When you're fishing these shallow flats, you're throwing out in 3 or 4 feet of water. You just a constant retrieve back. These, boom, just got bit again. These white bass love to chase a bait, so it's shallow. You just keep the rod tip up and just keep a steady wind. You can see my retrieve rate and just wait to get bit.
Hey.
Oh. Ooh. That's a good one right there, y'all.
Is your thing on?
Great.
Huh?
Good one. Mm.
Got your net if you need it.
Thank you. That is a better white bass. And he hit that swim bait. Boom. That's a good white bass, y'all. What your ring is? 15 inches? Pushing 14 and a half, 15. Pretty white bass. Good gracious. Let's let her back. Ooh-wee. Glenn. What's up, man?
Oh my God.
What's up?
I can't hear. I'm almost deaf. You catch any?
Yeah, we done caught about 6 or 8. You must not have your hearing aids in.
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, we done caught about 6. We done caught about 6 white bass. Get you a silver one.
Yeah, that's what I've been catching quite a few on the silver.
Yeah, silver. I've caught some on the gold this morning. I'm catching some on paddle tail bit.
You caught some on the gold?
Yeah,
No shit.
yeah.
I bought this little silver Panther Martin. I've caught a lot of white perch and bass on it yesterday and the day before.
Okay. Well,
But
you know.
I haven't caught, a lot of them, but I got enough to eat.
Well, you know, we hadn't caught no white perch today so far. All white bass.
I caught a lot of white perch, nice sizable. Where are you going now? All the time.
Well, I've never fished this sandy bar down to the power line, and I'm gonna try it. Power is.
Well, I'm gonna fish here for a while, and then I'll cruise up that way and see how you're doing.
Okay. All right. I see you.
But
We actually made it through the cut through. If you're familiar with this area, there's a lot of trees down across the river, and makes it difficult to get up some years. And I tried to get all the way up, and there's so many trees across the river you can't get up. And fishing is taking a little lull right here in the middle of the day. Sun's up high, and it's kind of shut the fishing down, to be honest with you. And so anyway, we just kind of work. I keep getting bites right there. We're working our way back down the river, and just seeing what we can come up with. We'll go back and hit some of those flats on the way back. I think we in a bunch of white perch right here. Oh, they're actually hitting short. So it's still throwing the inline spinners and paddle tail baits. That Virginia shad has been a good bait. I just got bit again right there. Boom. Yeah, it's a little small fish. A little small one. Little small white perch. Now this is a small white bass. So that is a good sign that they are spawning in here. That's a little one. Little small white bass. We like to see that. That's a last year's white bass. That's a good sign for this river. And fishing was a little better first thing this morning. But hey, we got to keep plugging along.
He sounds a little bit better than Midday. I mean, well, I don't know. He might just be fighting a little harder. He got more heart.
There's some fighting rascals, man.
And we still got a few eggs in.
That's a white perch.
Is it?
Yep, big white perch.
Let me try to put my glasses on so I can operate.
Oh, white perch.
Because of the solid, more of a solid line.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I know this.
That is a white perch.
Got it?
Little one. Little one. Just a little one. Little white bass. Hey, we're glad to see those little white bass. We know they're spawning. It's a small white bass. You know, when you're white bass fishing, it's always good if you're in an area that you think that there should be some white bass holding. It's always good. Now, we just fished down this bank line and nothing. Current's coming down river. Once we turned the boat around, put the nose of the boat back at the current, we caught some fish. So we basically just fished right over top of those fish. But because the bait, it wasn't coming in the direction normally the bait swims, well, we didn't get bit. So we turned the boat around and we headed back up current. And just fishing those lures back. Got him? Got another one on there. A decent one?
No.
Small?
Small, but he's a fish.
Well, they sure do fight, don't they?
He's a fish. Oh, no.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of small white bass today, and that's just fantastic. So we know this is a healthy fishery. So if we see those fish in that 5 to 8.5 inch range, we know that we got some white bass to fish next year. And that's a really good sign of a healthy fishery. Boom, and they liking that silver today.
Yeah.
Well, things is picking up. We done hit a lull towards the middle of the day, and he's back on the board again. He's gonna make me get a silver one out. Sometimes it's crappie fishing. You've heard me say it many a times. Sometimes it's just about the color. And a bright sunny day, so boom, silver's a good color to fish. Right there with it. You on 'em? I'm gonna just spotlight it right here. Hey man, that's a good sign right there. A little small white bass. We know it's a healthy fishery. That's what we want to see. And we can't help what bites, so we just cruising along, and boom, Nathan and I both just caught some white bass, and all in all, the bite has been off since this morning. It has began to pick up just a little bit as we're getting into the evening hours. Hey, fishing is just like that. So I have switched over to that silver panther martin. Boom, right there. And again, I'm using my Fenwick Eagle rod. This is a 7-foot rod, 6-pound test line, a 1,000 Sienna reel. And it does fine for these fish. This is like a medium light rod. It gives you a good fight for these white bass. I don't need a really stiff rod to catch these fish with. Allows me to throw those light lures, so I can throw this 3/16 ounce lure, probably 45, 50 feet. And I can also cast a 16th jig, 35 or 40 feet. Just got hit again. And these little rascals are ferocious. I'm telling you, boy, they just, boom, they just ferocious. Now, be no bigger than he is. As I always say, he knocked the bejeebies out of it. So we never can help what bites the hook. Now, boom. We're gonna catch him next year, y'all. Yeah,
That one nailed it. I seen him.
See a bigger one?
I don't know.
a little bit better.
Well, this is a different rod.
Oh, you got your.
Yeah.
Got your ultralight.
He hit my spoon.
Oh, you finally caught one on that
Finally
little.
caught one on the little spoon.
That dabbler spoon. Been wanting to catch one on that spoon all day.
I know it.
That's a trout spoon, right?
I think so, yeah. It's been so long, I don't even know what I bought it for now.
Oh, that's just a little Clark spoon. Yeah, yeah. Oh, just got bit again. Well, looks like things might be picking up a little bit. Yeah, that's a good, that fish will be 12 inches next year. Hopefully, anyway. Boom. Well, they still picking at it. They ain't eating. Hey guys, we're getting ready to end this video. All in all, Nate's got one on right there. We got a better one back there in the back. Boom.
I don't want to give up.
Yes, sir. That's what we're looking for right there. Boom. See that angle we're throwing down? Sitting on this flat again. We're headed back down the river. And been catching, you know, some decent sized fish mixed in with these smaller white bass. I love to see these small white bass. It lets us know that we have a good fishery coming up. And all in all, we hit a lull in the middle of the day where it was really, really slow. Bit good first thing this morning, and they're picking up this afternoon. It's roughly about almost 3 o'clock now. We're gonna be headed out of here in just a few minutes. Anyway, hope you've seen something in the video you enjoyed. Hope you've seen something in the video that you learned. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all our subscribers, and please comment. Enjoy seeing your comments. Don't forget, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Don't forget, click that like button below. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wild life, and I'll see you on the water. Little white bass, about the same size. Myself in the back. Good grief.